Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is from the AIS in Sheffield, the Mamut English Open, men's and women's quarter-finals, which have been decided today. And I suppose the talking point in many ways was that John White, having led Shahir Razik 2-0, suffered a hip lower back injury, which caused him to take a 3-minute break and got some treatment, managed to come back on, and although it looked doubtful that he would succeed, managed through the severity of some of his shots to beat Shahir, who must have been rather confused at the end, thinking that he was going to win, but often those situations are difficult playing somebody with an injury. So John actually goes through, and it's to be hoped that he fronts up fit tomorrow, because playing Nick Matthew, he won't be able to be in anything other than 100% shape. Nick eased to the semis, beating John Kemp, who started well, led well in the first game, but sort of anxiety and unforced errors caused him to lose that, and from then on Nick won the second comfortably and the third easily. He's a local boy, everybody will want him to win round here, and he's in high form this season, so he's going to take a lot of beating. The top semi-final will be between the number 1 seed James Willstrop, who beat Ronald Levine 3-1. Played a lot of good squash in parts, James, few errors here and there, but plenty to like about what he's doing. Ronald's tough and hung on, managed to win a game, but didn't really threaten to win the match. Against him, Peter Barker's looked good. He's had 2 3-0 wins. He beat Darryl Selby, his pal, yesterday. It was tough to beat 3-0. And then, as you'd expect really, because he's too severe for Chris Ryder, who'd had a great win against Alex Goff yesterday, he beat him 3-0 as well. He looks in good shape, Peter. He must be very confident after winning the deciding tie tonight for England. That's bound to do him good, and he's been playing really well anyway. So we've got 2 really high-class semi-finals tomorrow. James against Peter, Nick against John. As I said, we hope John's injury, it sounds as if it could be a bit one-off, and by tomorrow hopefully it'll be okay. The women's event is a BSPA event, but has an outstanding woman player at 1, Vanessa Atkinson, the former world number 1 and world champion, and she beat Janine Cowie, who is formerly Janine Leatherbarrow and 20 in the world, and after a 12-year absence, would you believe, to bring up her children, has come back and is playing for Lancashire again and thoroughly enjoying it, and playing North West Counties leagues against the men. And she put up a good show and got into the match with Vanessa in the 3rd game, and seemed quite happy at the end. Bit of a chapter of accidents to provide Vanessa's opponent. Emma Beddoes, 3-4 seed, is injured and pulled out early this morning. Was replaced by Laura Hill at short notice from Derbyshire, who always gives a good account. And then, would you believe it, her opponent, Dion Safri, is suffering from food poisoning. She's one of my players, so I don't know what's happened there. So in the end, Laura will find herself playing the semi-final, having taken the walkover. Bottom half, Lauren Briggs really had to battle to beat Victoria Lust, a young England's under-19 number 1 player. Victoria had a bit of a reputation on court as not very well behaved as a younger player. She won't mind me saying that. And I have to say, whoever's helped her, she's remedied that. And she gave a great performance tonight, behaved exceptionally. And apparently she's like that now. Played very well. There was a lot to like about what she did. And Lauren was so pressed to win 3-2. And Lauren's a good player and experienced too. Becky Botwright, sister of Vicky, who's now working full-time with special needs children in Lancashire, but keeping her squash up. Also beat Rachel Wilmot, a former top England junior player, studying now at Surrey University, but intent on pursuing her squash career when she leaves. She too looked improved to me, and I was quite impressed with that pair of youngsters, and that's a good sign for England. So it's been a good day, and we hope the injured John White holds up and there are no more problems on that score. We look forward to an exciting semi-final day here tomorrow. Hope you've enjoyed that brief summary, and bid you all good night.